Hey, fifth grade, for today's writing workshop lesson, we're going to be talking about the rule of so what. And this is a two-part lesson, so I'm just going to do part one with you today. I know it's been a while since we've actually done anything with our writing, so my hope is that after I teach part two of this lesson, we can do one other mini lesson, and then we can start writing more poems using our heart map to help us find topics. So that's the plan for the rest of the week and the next week, actually. So let's go ahead and get started with this lesson. It's a quick one, so hopefully that will be kind of a relief for you guys after yesterday's lengthy lesson. I'm going to go ahead and move my head up here. Okay, today we're going to take a look at a piece of writing that is just terrible. Mrs. Atwell actually did this piece on purpose. She did it badly on purpose so that we could take a look at it. And to be honest with you, it's so bad we could probably spend about a week finding its faults. But I'm bringing it to you today with one big idea in mind. This draft doesn't begin to answer the most basic, most important question to be asked of any piece of writing: so what? Read along with me, and I think you'll get the idea. All right. So remember, she did this on purpose this way. It's bad, and it's bad on purpose. I remember that when I was in fifth grade, I got really sick. My throat was raw and all my joints ached. My family doctor said I had rheumatic fever. I had to stay in bed for 6 months. I couldn't walk up and down stairs or even go to the bathroom by myself. When my dad came home from work at night, he'd carry me downstairs so I could watch television and be with the rest of the family, then carry me back upstairs at bedtime. Otherwise, it was a lonely, boring time. All I could do was read. During the 6 months I had rheumatic fever, I practically ate books. I made my poor mother go to the library almost every day for new ones. Finally, the doctor said I could go back to school. It was one of the happiest days of my life, even though I couldn't run or play sports for a long time. As I said before, so what? Her bout with rheumatic fever is one of the big experiences of her childhood, but in this draft, she hasn't begun to get at a why, to discover why it intrigues her enough that she wants to write about it. As it stands, the memoir is a description of a string of events. You don't know why she's writing about it because she hasn't figured out the reasons it stands out for her as a memoir-worthy experience. Please turn to the rule of so what in your ELA reference folder. I believe that this is on page 19 in your ELA folder. I'm sorry, your ELA reference folder. Do you understand? Every time you write, there should be an itch you're trying to scratch, something in the topic that intrigues you for some reason. Whether you can name it or not, your job as a writer is to find out why. Mrs. Atwell hasn't done her job as a writer in the memoir we read. She needs to find and make a point about that time in her life. If she can't, she probably needs to abandon the topic, at least for now, and move on to a subject about which she can feel a sense of purpose and find her so what. Stay tuned, because Mrs. Atwell didn't give up on this topic. She knew there was a so what, and on Thursday, I will show you how she looked for and found it.